Having a comfortable retirement is everyone's aim, but without considering your pension arrangements on an ongoing basis, you'll be wondering, is my pension enough to retire? In this video, we'll be going through what research has shown people's income needs have been in retirement, the main factors you need to consider when considering your retirement, how to use a free online calculator to estimate your retirement income and use it on a regular basis to address any projected shortfalls, what the retirement income is estimated for an average person in the UK using an online calculator, and how you can use it to plan any shortfall you're going to have. You all probably heard of the famous boxer George Foreman, and one of his famous quotes about retirement is, "The question isn't at what age I want to retire, it's at what income." The important message here is the decision to retire should be based on whether you have sufficient financial resources to live comfortably rather than just focusing on age. So the sooner you plan for your retirement, the better. We will go through the key factors when considering your retirement shortly, but first wanted to take you through research on what people's income needs have been in retirement as a percentage of their salary. This comes from the UK government and can be used as an important data point to help determine a suitable income for yourself. The table on the screen has the annual salary on the left, and on the right hand side the percentage of salary needed in retirement. The table shows those earning up to $22,000 a year need a greater proportion of the income in retirement compared to those earning £50,000 a year. Someone earning between £12,000 and £22,000 a year needed 70% of their salary, whereas somebody earning between £32,000 and £51,000 a year needed 60%. Overall, the research has shown that retirees need at least 50% of their salary for retirement. Everyone's circumstances are different, so it's important to look at yourself in the mirror when reviewing this research, as you should use this as a general guidance. There is also another general rule to consider which can be used to estimate how much you should need to retire. It's called the 4% withdrawal rule. In essence, it's the amount of money you can withdraw and expect your money to last you for at least 30 years. You can use this to estimate what you would need in your retirement to sustain your cost of living. Let's take a general example to show how to use it to estimate the pension pot you will need. So take your monthly expenses, say £3,000 a month, multiply that by 12. This gives you £36,000 for the year in expenses. Now divide that by 4% and this will give you your estimated retirement pot you will need. In this case, it's £900,000. Let's now go through the main factors to consider when thinking about your retirement, as this will help determine what your monthly expenses might be in retirement. What would you like to do? Your lifestyle in retirement will impact your estimated costs. If you wanted to travel, then you should plan to have a higher retirement pot than someone who wants to spend time with family and enjoy local hobbies. Your existing loans. Will you have paid off your loans, for example, car loans, home improvement loans? If you have a mortgage, will that be paid off? This will lower your monthly expenses in retirement, which is important because you will not be working anymore. Pension arrangements. Do you have a pension? In the UK and USA, there are generally two types of pension schemes: defined contribution schemes and defined benefit schemes. Defined contribution schemes are where money is paid by you on a monthly basis and is input in investments by your pension provider. The value of the pension can go up or down based on the performance of these investments. Defined benefit schemes is where an employee gets a guaranteed payment based on their level of service and salary when they retire. These are rarely offered in the UK, but research by the UK Works and Pensions Committee found people with a defined benefit pension were more likely to have adequate income in retirement. In terms of contributions to your defined contribution schemes, you can make tax efficient contributions up until the threshold. These are taken from your monthly salary before tax. In the UK, the annual threshold set by the government is currently £60,000. In the US, you have the 401k and the current tax-free limit is $23,000. This will help build up your pension pot over time. Investments. Do you have any investment income you can rely on in retirement? For example, property income or income from other investments you have made. In the UK and the Southeast, the average rent for a property is £1,500 a month. So those who had invested in property and had the mortgage paid off can look forward to this income in retirement. Health issues. Do you have any health issues which you need to budget for in retirement? These may have been covered by your workplace medical plan, which no longer is in place when you retire. Supporting family. Do you have any dependents to support? and will they be independent when you do reach retirement? If not, you need to estimate the financial support you need to provide in retirement. Let's now use a free online pensions calculator to predict your likely pension income based on your current circumstances. Go to the link shown on the screen. This is a UK-based site, and I've included a link in the description below. If you are in the US, there are similar free websites you could use, and I've included the link in the description below. When you're completing this for your circumstances, you will need your date of birth, your target retirement age. This is used to calculate your state pension age, your gross salary, your target retirement income, the current value in your pension, your gross contributions you make in the pensions on a monthly basis, any contributions your employer makes on a monthly basis. In the UK, you're allowed a tax-free lump sum of 25% when you retire. Estimate if you need to take this for any reason, for example, pay off any loans or mortgages. Your workplace defined benefit scheme, if applicable, which guarantees a certain amount of income when you retire. Any other income you receive on a regular basis from investments like property or savings. Using this information, this will give you your estimated income and any projected shortfall. I'll now show you how to use the calculator. For the purposes of this video, I will use the following scenario. A 35-year-old male, the target retirement age is 60. I'll use the average wage in the UK, which is approximately £35,000. Based on the research we discussed earlier, it is estimated you would need 60% of your income in retirement, which is approximately £21,000. The current value of the pension will be £10,000. Gross contributions are £145, which is approximately 5% of your salary. Gross contributions from your employer is £88 a month, which is approximately 3% of the salary. For the tax-free lump sum of up to 25% when you retire, I would assume 5% is taken. I would assume there is no defined benefit scheme as they are not common anymore. I would also assume there is no additional income to keep things simple. I get the following results. As you can see on the screen, if this person retires at 60, the pension pot is expected to be just over £4,000 a year, which has a shortfall of nearly £17,000. And if this person retires at the state age of 68, this individual will receive a state pension of £11,500 in addition to the £4,000 received from the defined contribution scheme. Again, there is a shortfall of £6,000. I then discussed this with the pensions guidance team from this website, and they were able to provide me information on what this information means and how I could address any shortfall. The main options were to save more, that is looking at your daily expenses, to earn more, so do more hours, start a side hustle, and if possible, look for a career that has a better earning potential. And we also considered if the retirement age was realistic. Would it be okay to retire later? That is it for this video. I hope you found this information useful, and see you in the next one.